You gonna make it. Everything you keep doing, everything you have written, everything you imagine, and every prayer prayed, it's yours.
I was nervous. I'm like, I'm talking to Pinky Cole? The one that has 1 million followers on it? No, not Pinky Cole. Pinky Cole. My name is Sullivan, and I produce faith-based, motivational, and inspirational content. I never talk about my life outside of YouTube and motivating you guys every week. But for my career, I am a journalist and I interview a lot of different people. I go to different events and I get really cool opportunities through being a journalist. And I'm just so grateful for this position because I'm able to really advance my brand and really just get myself out there as somebody who is excited to tell stories. I feel like that's my purpose. I tell stories, I bring inspiration to others, and I find a way to transform hard situations into something positive that can be used to serve others. That's who I am. That's always who I've been. And today is no different. I was supposed to interview Pinky Cole. If you are on social media, you should know what Slutty Vegan is. Slutty Vegan is a vegan fast food restaurant owned by Pinky Cole, and she is a Jamaican American Black entrepreneur, and she has such a story. She's a fellow HBCU grad, just like your girl. She graduated at 22, had no idea what she wanted to do, and ended up going into TV and film production. After she was in that for a couple years, she decided to actually go after her dreams of being an entrepreneur, and she opened up her first restaurant in New York as a business owner. And unfortunately, the business ended up burning down to the ground in a grease fire, and she didn't have any restaurant insurance, so she had to go back into the film and production industry before she ended up coming up with Slutty Vegan. And unless you live under a rock, everybody knows what Slutty Vegan is. Like I said, it's a vegan fast food restaurant, and she's just taken off. And she's created so many restaurants across the nation. She has Slutty Vegans in Atlanta, where she started. She has some in New York. And she recently had a pop-up here in Chicago, which is where I'm from. My company that I work for ended up sending me to her pop-up, and I was supposed to be covering it. And in the midst of me covering it, I ended up interviewing the mayor of the suburb that it was located in, Markham, Illinois. I interviewed a state representative. I interviewed just several people that were involved in making that happen. And that was really fruitful. But the thing that I was most excited about, you all, was interviewing Pinky Cole. I've heard so much about her. Like I said, she is the Beyonce of entrepreneurs. So as soon as I found out I was interviewing her, I went and downloaded the audiobook. I listened to her whole book in the span of 1 week. I did my research on her. I found out so many cool facts, and I was just overall even more inspired by her than I was before, just because of all the work that she's done as a young Black female entrepreneur. And that's something that we can all look up to, right? So I'm studying, creating my questions, I'm practicing for this interview. I'm so geeked, right? Okay, I just got to get through these so I can interview the big dog. Let me just get through these so I can interview the big dog. Okay, the time comes around. The pop-up is from 12 to 6 today. So I'm doing all these interviews throughout my time there. And all of a sudden, it's around 4 o'clock. Everybody's getting antsy because where's Pinky? The whole day she had been inside her food truck because one of her chefs ended up having a family emergency. They weren't able to cook. So Pinky is inside the truck all day slaving. Keep in mind, the line at Markham is literally wrapped around, however many corners you can think of is wrapped around them. So you can just imagine how long that line is. I'll insert some videos of just how long that line was today, and everybody and their mama popped out, long story short. And so she's slaving inside the truck, doing what business owners do, making it happen for herself. And all of a sudden she gets in the truck around, I want to say 4:30. She hops in a truck, she leaves, and everybody's like, wait, what's going on? Pinky just left. I'm wondering what's happening because where's my interview? She left. What do you mean she left? Where's my interview? I done grinded. I got my hopes up for this interview. Where is she at? So people are saying that she's gone to the airport, this, that, and the third. And a moral of the story, I did not get my interview because there was a lot going on throughout the day. And she was obviously slaving. She had flown in just for the pop-up. There was clearly a lot going on. And I was honestly very disappointed, of course. But then I just had to realize, girl, if only you knew the opportunities that were coming to you. And it wasn't easy for me to have an optimistic mindset in that moment, but I know that everything happens for a reason, and I have to remain optimistic for the next time that the next opportunity comes around. Because if this isn't happening, then I know something even bigger is going to happen for me. And I got a lot of practice interviewing people on camera. I interviewed mayors, state representatives, people over school districts, like so many different cool people that I got to talk to today and just get my practice in. And even though it wasn't a super huge interview, I just still counted all joy, because imagine if I hadn't showed up. Imagine if I had let fear overtake me and I thought that I wasn't worthy of interviewing Pinky Cole, because I was fully prepared this morning. I'm in my bedroom right now. I have my Bible sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm studying my word this morning. I'm like, what does God want me to do today? How can I show the strength that he's put in me? I have this book that I was reading. I just have so many gems and things that I study on a day-to-day. And so I was prepared, but I know that if it didn't happen right now, it wasn't supposed to happen. And this may be considered a failure because I got my hopes up and, you know, it just didn't happen. And I was so just super excited for this interview and it didn't happen. And I just know that something greater is coming from this and I'm learning from it. I learned how to pivot. I was able to talk to one of her friends who she knew in college, and she was saying how much she saw in me and that I'm on my way. And that really meant so much for her to speak that much life into me. And I got her contact information, so hopefully something can happen from that. And I'm just pivoting. And I think that it's very important to really be able to pivot, especially at this age when it comes to really chasing your dreams and making things happen for yourself. Because if I just took this as a L and just, you know, maybe it's not meant for me to interview her or whatever the case may be, then that would very much be what my reality is. But I'm not accepting that, and I want more to happen for myself, and I will make it happen. So I'm getting this interview in one way or another, and I, like I said, just count it all joy because I know that I'm supposed to learn something from this situation, which is why my message to you today is that you should be excited to fail. At least I put myself out there and had the opportunity to fail, because imagine if I would have stayed at home and let fear choke me up and just, you know, not believed in myself to even make the interview happen. But I put myself out there. I was nervous. I'm like, I'm talking to Pinky Cole, the one that has 1 million followers on it. No, not Pinky Cole, Pinky Cole. And I just started interviewing people back 4 months ago. I'm 4 months into this career. I'm interviewing Pinky Cole. What do you mean? Imagine if I had let fear and a disbelief in myself discourage me from going after my dreams and taking advantage of that opportunity. So just the fact that I showed up and I was present and I was ready to do it means everything and more. So even though it technically was a failure today, I'm learning from it and I'm going to pivot and I will make it happen for myself. And like I said, this is just a message. I don't know who it's for. I just felt like this was my message for the week. If you've been tuned into my channel, you know that I'm doing a self-love series, and my last video did super well. So I'm loving that y'all are loving this self-love content. Like, yes. Oh my gosh, y'all, my camera actually went out, but I'm not gonna let anything stop my shine. So like I said, I just felt called to share this experience with you all today. I don't know who needed to hear it, but you're welcome. If you loved it, please leave a comment down below and let me know how you're feeling. I just love the growth that my channel is having. Like, I have 400 subscribers now. What? Like 400 400 whole subscribers. I used to think of subscribers as like not being that much, or even followers not being that much. And somebody said to me, imagine if 400 people were sitting in this room right now, listening to you, tuned into you. That would be crazy, right? And I'm like, actually, yes. So it means so much to me that 400 of you guys will literally sit down and watch my content. And the fact that I got 1,000 views on my last video, like, my channel is just growing, and I love that for me. And I really love you guys. I really hope that you all got some value from this video, and remember to really fail fast and fail forward. It's okay to fail. You should be excited to fail, like I said, because it shows that you are trying and that you are learning. No failure is ever a loss. Be excited to fail, because that is a chance for growth. Y'all see what I did there? I'm so happy that I decided to share this with y'all today. But if you love this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my name is Sullivan, and I produce faith-based, motivational, and inspirational content. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.